In this video I will show you how you can create your own thumbnails for your videos with titles, logo, design, text, whatever you want to put on there. Hi, my name is Tobias from tobiasmichel.com, otherwise known as Crazy and Happy Tobias with Style. Why with style? Well, that's what today's video is about, because I'm helping small businesses, entrepreneurs, creative people who are not very technical but who need to get media stuff, videos and design things done. I'm helping these kind of people. So if you need personal help, you can always connect with me on Skype. That's what I do. Check more of that out on my website, tobiasmichel.com. And in this episode, I'm showing you how you can use Canva and free resources to create videos, or no, thumbnails for your videos, or preview pictures with text on. So let's get right into it. I have a video here on my computer that I'm on a Mac here, and I'm just having a video that I shot a while ago that I have here in QuickTime Player of me talking and explaining some things in Camtasia and how to record Periscope videos. So now I just want to find the actual preview image. Let's just start from the beginning, because I want to have it in full screen. Yeah, let's just stop here. One of the great things here in QuickTime is that I can actually use my left and right keys to slowly step back and forth. So let's, for example, just find a mouth that looks a bit happy and energetic and smiley. Without those white things coming in. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just go for this. All right. So all I do now is I actually take a screenshot. On Windows, you would have to press the print screen button on your keyboard. If you don't have that, maybe you're sitting on a laptop, there are some different solutions for that. You can just Google that, how to take a screenshot on Windows. And here I will be using, on Apple computer, I'm using Command, Shift and 3. So you maybe heard that little photo sound in the back. Now I have saved a picture of my entire screen, which for the main part is this video that we're going to be working with. And now I'm going to be using the free Canva.com to design the preview image. So let's just switch over to that. All right. So let's get started. The one thing that you really need to write down to remember is the size for your preview image, because that's really important. It has to be the right size, the size of a video. And YouTube, for example, and Facebook, I mean, they all use the same sizes, and they recommend that you upload a video in either Full HD or in what is called 720p. So the video or the preview image, you just make it in a custom dimension. That's the easiest. So just click up here on Canva and use custom dimension. And for the width, it is 1280 times 720. So that one you have to write down. That is important. All right, got that? 1280 times 720. There is sadly no preview or no finished design here in Canva for that, so you have to use custom dimensions. Press design. Here you go, and it just creates a new document in exactly that size. All right, so now the first thing we want to do is upload the image that has now been saved on my desktop somewhere with the screenshots. Here we go. This one. Now this picture is really big, and obviously there's a problem. That is strange. Let's just fix that. Yeah, so the size of this picture is actually too big, because it's a PNG image. That kind of... So the size of this image is too big. You can see it is actually 2.9 megabyte, and Canva, when uploading, Here we go. Safari even crashed. Hooray for that. That is amazing. Let's close that and let's do another quick trick to convert this. All we do is we open preview, and in preview I open the screenshot that is somewhere on my desktop. This is not planned, this just happened. So here you learn how to convert a PNG image into a JPEG image. You just go to here and you go to export and you choose JPEG. Save. Alright, and you just close off preview. And let's start Canva one more time. Here you go, it actually remembers everything. How awesome is that? So let's try again. Uploads. Upload your own images. And on the desktop there should be now a screenshot in JPEG, and you see this one is now not 2.9 megabyte, but not even a half megabyte, 0.4. So we choose that one. So once that's uploaded, you just drag that into here. Now obviously this is in a completely different dimension, but we know that it is a huge image file, so we can actually resize it and make it bigger and smaller without losing any quality. So I just drag this out to fill all of my Canva document, like so. I can reposition that a little bit. Obviously this is a finished edited video, so it actually includes my logo in the corner. Yours probably will not, but we'll just ignore that for now. All right. Now depending on what you want to do and how your brand and how your design style is, maybe you just want to put a text on there, maybe you want to have some creative design elements. Probably you want to use a font that looks like what you always use and the colors that match your brand. Now, we can't go into all of those details, but be aware of that. Don't just make it look however you want to. It should reflect how your website looks, how your brand looks, how your logo looks, all those typical elements, right? So that's important. And let's just make an example here. Let's get started with a text, for example. So I just add a new element and I just type in my text and change the font to, for example, blue. No, I mean the color, and I change the font to, let's just use Alinero Heavy for an example now. Here we go. So this one I want to have up here and I want to have it really big, like so. If you've actually seen the video on how to save Canva replays, I'm kind of building something similar with a bit different colors for now, but that's it. All right, and then I just create a new element. Just clicking on text again, all right, and I type in the rest of the text. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to have different sizes and different colors. And Canva gets that usually mixed up if you have it all in one text element. You can't have that. So save, periscope, can't even see anything here. Let's move it first, like so. Change also this to left. I'll use this font, the same blue, or actually keep that in black for now, that works fine. Just make it a bit smaller, 28. Now just make sure that they kind of align. Great. Save periscope. Replace with hearts and comments. All right. And I mean, maybe that's enough for you already. I mean, title, video, or video image, I mean, and that's it. Let's take this one step further, because just to show you how to do that, to do like a similar image of what I do for my videos, you can go to search and then you go to shapes. I love shapes because obviously it's the basic elements and you can use them for all kind of things. So I want to use a round one first, like so, and just make this much smaller. And that one I want to be like a little bubble or this little banner image. Actually, let's delete that and use this one to get the right impression. Now for this one, let's make this in the same blue color. And this shadow I don't really like. And let's just make that in white for now. And drag this way down, and now you already start to get an impression on how this will be. This is obviously just an example on how to use Canva. It's maybe not the best design in the world. But that maybe doesn't matter. Now what I do is I use this object and I don't click on the text, but I click on this little border here, right? So you see the cursor is not there anymore. And now you can just press Command C and Command V to copy and paste. Right. And to bring this in front, move forward. Now this text, you can see it already is in front of the blue element here. And I want to type with your, or with own background or something. With own background. Now, obviously this text is really big and doesn't fit in there, and the color doesn't work, so let's make it in white. Make it way smaller, maybe 12. And this text I'm gonna center, like so. I hope it's okay that I'm going kind of a bit in depth here in Canva quickly. I'll turn this a little bit around, all right. Now I just have to find the size that looks good and fits and is readable. Make this a little bit bigger and just align that as good as we can. Maybe even add with your own background, but that kind of looks weird because we can't match that into the circle here, I guess, so we just drop that actually. Or let's just change it to with background and logo, like so. I think that looks best. When you're dealing with circle texts like this, it is kind of important to actually have a short first line, a long word in the middle, and a short one in the end. It just looks the most symmetrical in a circle. But still it's a bit big, and let's just make this to 11 or something. Here we go, now it really fits in here. So it's just a fun element to have there. It's maybe not the nicest one. Also, to take this one step further, to make it look like the actual preview of my video, I'm gonna use another of those shapes here. I'm gonna change the color to white and move this outside of the picture, drag this one out, cover the bottom here and do like so. And now I can use this little handle here to make it a bit like so. So it adds a white background and it's kind of looking a bit dynamic. Obviously you don't see the text anymore, so you just have to click on back until the other elements show up. All right. Well, that's quite good. Obviously it's not long enough if you watch down, if you see closely down here. All right. So let's drag this out a little more. Make sure it's covering all the edges. Great. To make this a little more pretty, you can even go down here. Click on transparency. Oh, this is kind of hard to see, but anyway, and just take this a bit down so you actually see a bit of the video image in the background again. Let's take that maybe to 64. That's fine. Now if you maybe feel like this line is too close to me as the person here, let's just select the elements here and move them over a bit more, like so. Now we can also make this line a little bit smaller. Or to give it more air to breathe, split this. Save Periscope replace with hearts and comments. So now I have to actually move this down again. I'm not getting distracted from all Canva stuff popping up here. Something like this. Here we go. Now we got something. And that right here is the most important thing. Now you can just save this as an image file, download it so you have it on your computer, and then when you go, for example, to YouTube or Facebook and upload the video to your page there, you can edit the video and choose a custom image to upload as the preview or thumbnail, as they might call it, and you just use that. In addition, to take this whole thing one step further, for example, for your website, you might want a teaser image that you might use with the blog, or as a featured image. If you use a WordPress blog, often you have a featured image, so you can't have the video there, but you want this image. And to show that it's a video, you might add a play button. So why not design one? And what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to copy this page. So I have two versions, one with a button and one without. Now Canva does a little buggy things here, but okay, now it's fixed. And as you might guess, we're going to use simple shapes for that, because a play button is basically a triangle in either a rectangle or a circle. And let's show you how to do both. First things first, make this way smaller, like so. Have it centered as much as you can. Here you can see that. And you see other help lines or guides or whatever they're called. And now you just turn this around. Make sure that you actually have it in the right 90 degrees position, and you can change the colors. Let's, for example, if we mimic typical YouTube first, let's make this red. All right, and then we would use another shape again, which we would do a change to black. Also move one step back. All right, you already see it kind of looks like a YouTube button if you make this whole thing smaller. Something like that. Obviously this is a bit too big, so make this way smaller. Center it again, like so. And take this one down as well. And if you now open up here and go to transparency, also this one we take down a little bit, 60%. Now this one starts to look pretty much like the typical YouTube play button, right? So that would work for your website or wherever you need an image with the actual play button on. Now I don't personally prefer those kind of buttons, so let's just delete this one. And we're just gonna try to make a circle or something that is nicer. For example, we could use this one, which is a bit too thick, I think. All right. What we could do is we just use the normal circle here. Here we go. And here we have two colors. So we could do this one in white and the outline in maybe blue to match my style. Now we take this whole thing down again, take it one step back, maybe make this smaller again, and you already get quite a good impression of how this looks completely different and maybe a little bit more stylish or in brand with you. Like, it has to be a play button that is understandable, and obviously there is a play button, but like so. I also always like to have it a little bit transparent. Maybe with white, here we go for 80. Here you go. Suddenly you have a totally different play button which fits the branding a bit better. So now all you have to do is you make sure it's saved. Give it a name first maybe, like so. And now you can call this your template. So let's call this a thumbnail. Or let's call it a video thumbnail template. All right, done. So this one is finished. So you just press download as image, and you will get both images now. And for your next video, basically, you just make a copy of this document. And adjust the things that you want to adjust. For example, you can keep the white background. Maybe probably use the same font and the same colors that match your brand. Just replace the text, maybe remove this one, and definitely just go and delete that image. Take a new screenshot, the way I showed you, and upload it and put it in there. And you are done in a minute or two. So that's really, really quick. And if you go back to Canva, to your designs, you see you have like all, I don't know, preview is not showing up. Well, I've deleted the image, but it should be in the one at least. At least you have now 2 documents. So keep one as video template, the other one will have many copies eventually. Maybe you want to rename them. So you keep one as a template and one that you would rename for every video that you do. Also here you can just simply copy and make a new one. Copy your video, right? Just go and open that up and you could upload a new screenshot and make a new video or a new preview image for the next video. So that's how you do that in Canva. So as you might see and know now, I love Canva. It is just way faster than Photoshop or all the big professional tools. And for people like you and me who are non-technical, you don't have to learn Photoshop. You don't have to learn the big expensive programs. There's Canva out there to do simple designs like that, and you can see you can do quite much advanced things with that. So that's great. So I really recommend that. And if you want more tips and tricks, like I said, check out my website, tobiasmichel.com. And if you need personal help, you're absolutely more than welcome to send me a mail or follow the links on my website to contact me and book me for a Skype session where I can help you and guide you through those steps or any other steps if you have questions for WordPress or for how to edit your videos. Or maybe you actually do want to learn Photoshop and you actually feel stuck. You can just ring me up on Skype or send me an email and we can find a time and a date that fits and we can get going and I can help you. All right. I hope this helps. Enjoy your day and make great videos. If you like this, subscribe to my channel and you're more than welcome to leave a thank you under this video and share it with all your friends and followers.